back. Take a quick little break. I got some water in my system. It was early. I usually wake up every morning stressing about the same shit. Usually when I do these videos, I just hop on. I don't really, I usually wake up every morning stressing about the same shit. So why the fuck are we living like this? It is so fucking sad. Express to everybody else that you also have the power to change this reality that we're living. You feel me? No matter what race you is, but 9 times out of 10, I speak for my people. Is because I know shit. Everybody should know that out of everybody, your people got your back. Well, that's how it should go. You feel me? That's how a motherfucker in his right mind. That's how it would go. You feel me? But not everybody operating in their right mind. Nigga shit. You might think you got it all together just because you know how to make money. That shit can be disposed of, bro. Homie, you could be controlled. You feel me? That shit can be disposed of, bro. Homie, you could be controlled. You feel me? Like bro Sanchez, motherfuckers really don't know how to. And you could make yourself, you could create a mental complex to where you now comfortable at that level because you feel like you made it. You ain't never had shit, so you feel like you made it. You get what I mean? Just like back in the old Motown days. Now you give a nigga a Cadillac, you feel me? He makes you money. You get what I'm trying to say? But he's satisfied with that money. You get what I'm trying to say? But he's satisfied with that Cadillac because that motherfucker ain't never have shit. You get what I mean? So, you know what I mean? You gotta understand that, like, this money shit is obsolete. The day we start coming for them human rights, my nigga, that's the day. Money, that's when they be trying to use money to shut us the fuck up. You get what I mean? But even that shit will still be obsolete, even if we had possession of it. You get what I mean? We gotta get to the point where we teaching our own. We teaching our own how to operate in this world. But until then, we gonna continue to operate by the mandates of somebody else. And this shit is like it's so simple to all you have to do is disown all of this shit, really. You feel me? Like disown it. You know? Why give life to it? Why give them the time of day? Why give them the benefit of the doubt? You get what I'm trying to say? If you know a motherfucker was fraud, you ain't gonna allow them. You're gonna be like, oh, they the fake such and such. You're not gonna proclaim them to be the entity they trying to portray. You're not gonna give them that much credibility. You're simply not. I'm just being redundant, but it's just common sense. Well, like I said, that reflection part comes in it because if you can't see far enough down the path, shit like that installs fear. You can't see you don't know what's gonna happen next. You fear the unknown. You feel me? That's why you gotta reflect. Constantly reflect and observe your surroundings. You feel me? Constantly. You gotta know what's what. Like this shit is too serious, yo. We don't understand how major this shit really is. We don't know how major it is, yo. The adults in our lives, man. Not saying all of them, but majority of them, like, you feel me? They don't know what the fuck this world is capable of. They don't know half of the shit that's going on in this world. But we've been taught to follow their lead and respect these individuals and look up to these individuals. You feel me? And look to them. You feel me? If you need help and shit like that. But it's like these motherfuckers just as lost as me. I'm just conscious enough to see it. You get what I mean? I don't give a fuck if you got a car, a house, a nice paying job. None of that shit matters to me. To a nigga like me, it don't matter. Because I can do all that. You got to come to me with more substance. You get what I mean? It's like, what you doing for the next generation? That's how I'm thinking. What you doing for the next generation? What you doing for my kids, nigga? You feel me? Other than collecting and consuming. Really think about that. We've been taught to praise these cowards. And I'm not saying they know some hating shit. Like, I'm not saying they all cowards. But majority of them is. They cowards. They chose to take the easier route. It's because they didn't have the mind capacity to be able to sit down and critical think their way out of this shit. So they decided to just submit and not live in their right mind. You feel me? Fuck around, pick up religion and justify it. But that's just the life we live. You get what I mean? We could be totally living a whole different one. It be mornings where I wake up, I be thinking to myself, it would be dope, my nigga, to just leave and like go meet up with a bunch of motherfuckers. You feel me? With a bunch of individuals like who share the same interests and just hop on a boat. We don't know where this shit gonna take us. We just about to hop on a boat. You feel me? Until we get to the next landmass. And then from there we surviving, we building, we connecting. You get what I mean? Like, who gives a fuck about a social security? Who gives a fuck about my first name? You get what I mean? Like, I could create a new one. It's that simple. But we choose to be attached to shit that don't benefit us, my nigga. It hinders us. It makes you dependent, my nigga. It makes you fearful. Only peace of mind they give you is that you're taking the safe way. If for some reason they done indoctrinate you to think that safe was smart. Really, safe ain't just another way just to pacify your dumb ass. Have your ass sitting like a duck. Cause you ain't safe. You could get touched in the most kindest way. You feel me? I ain't talking violent. I'm talking about the most kindest way. You could get touched, my nigga. They had your ass. They had your ass living in the Stone Age. Real shit, yo. That's why, being attached to this money, you living in another man's game. Unless you want to Segregate yourself and create your own game. But until then, that's who the fuck you got to answer to. You got to answer to that money. That's what they do. They know they ain't gonna get your ass to. If they ain't gonna get your ass to worship them literally, nigga, they gonna create something for you to worship that is the equivalent. You know what I mean? And they're not even about being a rebel. It really ain't. It's about just being free and just having the liberties that everybody was born with. It's gonna have to come to a time and a place where we have to go back to the origin. You know what I mean? We have to go back to the origin of shit to be able to reclaim the shit that was rightfully preserved for us. But yeah, we've been taught to believe that none of this shit got no direct, has no direct connection to us. Niggas been lied to all their life and do not know where to start up again because of fear. But it's like, nigga, you die anyway, nigga. We all do. Why not die for something you believe in? They show you in the but we so selfish. Fuck, I look like dying for you. That's what most people would think. Because you don't see my potential. That's what all it is. You don't see potential in what created you. You know what I mean? All I know I can't take is that we've been taught throughout history that are die, you feel me? Got another group of motherfuckers teaching us our history. And we believe the shit. Had niggas peaceful protesting. Had niggas trying to integrate. That shit was retarded. Because if you really think about it, integration is what made us vulnerable. If we were segregated, we would have no choice but to rely on ourselves. For we will be the ones who carry our best interests. You get what I mean? With segregation, we had rights to land. I'm not saying that's where it stopped, but it was a start, a build. You get what I mean? You do not understand this shit. You was talking to a bunch of motherfuckers who was used to the abuse. You get what I mean? They is used to that shit. After enduring it for so long, it conditions you to accept that shit and seek other solutions. You get what I mean? We just need to rely on ourselves. Start giving credit to ourselves. Understand that we can do everything and so much more simply by relying on ourselves as a people, not as an individual. We can take back all the knowledge that was taken from us simply by claiming it. But how can you claim something that you don't believe is yours? That's where niggas lost. By sending our kids to their schools so they can learn that this shit don't belong to you. It belongs to everybody else but you. And you the oldest thing. You predate all of this shit. But even if a nigga tell you that, it don't change nothing. It don't. It don't change nothing simply because you feel like you gotta go and justify that shit to somebody else. Instead of just knowing in your being that you rightfully belong. It's not hard to understand that. Uh, we still gotta grow and stop seeking validation. None of these establishments out here seek validation. None of them. Not the courts. You know what I'm trying to say? Like none of that shit. They don't seek validation. Be changing. They're not seeking your validation. To them, you don't have no part in this shit. They want you to believe you do, but that's just a facade. That's just an illusion. You know if you have part of some shit, man. You got some type of say so. And the moment you feel like you don't got no say so, you do not belong. And it doesn't matter in any given situation, any given circumstances, whether or not if I'm a part, goddamn it, I have some type of say. You get what I mean? So niggas gotta choose. You gotta choose yourself over people. Real shit. You gotta choose yourself over these people, man. That ass. I'm not gonna give. I ain't gonna give the doctors that much power over my life. You know what I mean? Even though they do help, but in a lot of ways they don't. You get what I mean? And we're just as capable. They use violence, actually, because we don't use them. We willing to sell our talents. You get what I mean? Instead of cultivating them to where we can use it for ourselves and our people. The moment we stop being attached to this fast pace of life, and understand this shit so simple, then we be able to reset this shit. But everybody want fast. Niggas want shit fast. They want to live comfortable fast. They want to live comfortable fast. They don't want to struggle and go through some shit right now to potentially benefit them in the long run, even after them. They don't want that. They want that shit right now. It's just a bunch of children who ain't never been through nothing. Y'all can't endure it. Y'all can't endure no type of struggle any harder than what you struggling right now. You can't endure it. You wouldn't know how to cope because you ain't experienced life in that way ever. You can't even envision yourself experiencing life like that. Imagine living life without no. You would have to really want it.